Mm. Oh, let me get my glasses on. Hi, Aiden. Is that Aiden? That's Aiden. Hi. I feel like I'm such a mess today because I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I clean my glasses off. It's been a really interesting day. So I'm glad I got to get this in. Woohoo! You might be the only one in here, Aiden, so I'll try and speed it up. I know you've been watching these all day, so yours was really cool. You know, I've yet to try curry. I think I've had curry before, but it's not something that I normally go for. So I'm going to have to try and do that here soon. Maybe your recipe. Oh, thank you. They're actually not new. They need new lenses in them. Oh, good, Brenda. Okay, cool. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Danny. Thanks, guys. um, Actually, today I just made up really quickly. I found a good recipe for gluten-free. We love chicken and broccoli and good stuff here. So um, I got some of the steamables, which are so much easier. You can see the cauliflower rice. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you, Brenda. Do you have this in the UK, Aiden? They're like steamables. It's like cauliflower rice, and you can just put it in your microwave, and I think you heat it up for like 3 to 5 minutes, and it's ready to go. So I already have the chicken in the oven. It has to cook a little bit before um, we put it in the casserole itself. And I was just looking at today because hi Devith, nice to see you, Devith. I was just looking today. It's going to take a few minutes for the casserole to get finished. So once it is done, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the sticky pudding, the gluten-free sticky pudding today. So it's good to see you guys. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's terrific to see everybody. Oh, you've not seen it. Okay. It's a little easier than just chopping it up and putting it. I don't normally use packaged things like this. I always chop it up myself, but this is so much easier and faster. So um, that's what I got today. And let's see here. I also got uh, it just called for broccoli, but I ended up getting. Hey, Graham. Hi, Graham. How you doing? Good to see you. It just called for broccoli, but this is going to have also cauliflower and carrots in it. So I'm kind of shaking up my own recipe. So I'm going to check on the chicken, guys. Um, but this recipe is called broccoli and cauliflower rice chicken casserole. And I know that in some places in the States, they call it a hot dish. We call it a casserole here in the Midwest or in the eastern part of the United States. So some people call it, like I say, um, hot dish, which it is a hot dish. But it calls for 2 pounds of chicken breast, and I've got those in the oven because we have to let it cool for a little bit before we put it into the casserole itself. So while that's doing that, we're going to get everything ready here and start putting things in the bowl. So I think I'll be able to see your comments. If I miss your comments, guys, I'm really sorry. Trying to concentrate here. Let me see if I can get you a little higher up and point it down. Hi, Mel. Hi, Mel. Good to see you. I was trying to keep up with your meal there, Mel. I'm sorry if I missed anything. But anyway, let me try and get you down here where I can see you. How's that looking, guys? And like I say, my glasses aren't the best, but I'll try and see your comments as we go along. Okay, so we're going to do this. We've got a bowl here. And this particular recipe calls for 2 10-ounce bags of the cauliflower rice. Mel, I was just showing these guys the cauliflower rice. I don't know if you have that in, hi Anne. I don't know if you have that in the UK, but it's a lot easier to use than just chopping it up if you're on a time pinch. So let's get kind of started. All right, so like I said, guys, I'll check back on your comments here in a second, and we'll go with that. So let's put our cauliflower rice in, and it calls for, again, 2 10-ounce bags. And again, it's just kind of looks like rice, but it smells like cauliflower. And I'm going to put those in there. And I'm actually going out for somebody's birthday tonight, so my son's going to be eating this. It also calls for 16 ounces of the broccoli, only broccoli, but I did use the florets and the cauliflower as well. So we're going to put that in there, and about half of the other one. I might need a bigger bowl. We'll see, because we are going to put chicken in here as well. A little bit more of that in there. Okay. All right, let me tip this up and make sure I'm catching everybody. Cauliflower rice, a lot more from now on. Good, Anne. Good, guys. Just chat among yourselves. So with that, let's see here. We're going to also add 2 large eggs to this too. So I'm going to add 2 large eggs. We're going to whisk the eggs first, though. So let me move you over here a little bit. I sincerely have to get a better camera set. I really, really do. So can you guys see okay? Are we doing okay? I think we are. Okay, so we're going to whisk 2 eggs with that. Hope everybody's doing well today and enjoying your weekend. It's been raining here today. Not a very nice day, but it's nice and warm. It's probably in about the 70s right now, so but it's kind of drizzly and rainy. So all right, then I'm gonna whisk those up a little bit. Then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of sea salt to the, let me get my teaspoon out here. There's a half teaspoon, that'll work. 2 teaspoons, I'm just going to add it to this right here. 2 teaspoons of salt, sea salt, and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, which I have right here. And this is such an easy recipe, guys. Oh, that was 1 teaspoon. Okay, 2 teaspoons. Okay, so I might need to go back and put some more salt in there because this is only a half teaspoon. So let's put, I'm sorry I'm missing your comments, guys. It's the way I've got the camera set up, and I promise I'll go back and check your comments. That's the worst part about doing this, is I'm missing comments half the time. So anyway, let's whisk that together. And then we're going to put 2 teaspoons of onion powder in that. 2 teaspoons of onion powder. There's 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. Remember, this is just a half, so I am making that 4. Okay, so then we want 2 tablespoons of butter. Let's see, my butter's around here somewhere. Let's see. And I think I'm going to just put this in here for about a minute. I hope it doesn't melt. I'm kind of going to eyeball the butter, but okay. And you just kind of want to mix this all together, toss it together. You can see the rice getting combined in there. All right, then we're just going to add a little bit of butter to this eyeball on that. That's probably about 2 tablespoons of butter. A little bit more butter. Who doesn't like butter? All righty. Okay. And then we're going to pour this right in here. And continue mixing that together. I should turn some music on. How about some music? Alexa, play some 70s.
The station, 70s Rock on Amazon Music.
Let's at least get some good music on. So just mix that all together. Oop, I lost a carrot. Aiden lost a tomato today, so he had a runaway tomato. Let me check your comments. Oh. Okay, let's see here. Always good. Butter's always good. Let me go back up here. Didn't know they had it. Okay. All right, guys. Started playing. Then it started playing 70s music. You know, you're right. The wording is gray now on these, and it's really hard to read. That's so funny. Alexa's in different continents, different countries. Anyway, okay. So let's perch back down here. I've got my plate ready. Where is my... Now the chicken's been in here about 20 minutes. So we're going to give it a few minutes to kind of be not so steamy. And then we're going to cut it up. We're going to pour all of it in here. So let's get our dish here and spray it. If you guys don't have one of these, this is Pampered Chef and Alexis, not Alexa, Alexis can sell you one of these. This is a sprayer with your olive oil. Mine's kind of clogged right now, so it's not doing the best job. But anyway, you want to spray that really good. Oh. And I'll come back to your comments, guys, and talk to you a little bit here in a minute. I'm going to pour this in here and mix it up a little bit more in here. It's more room in here anyway, so. And again, with the cauliflower and everything, this is going to set your gluten-free. Oh, this has got cheese in it too. So we are going to add cheese to this as well, which is, let's see here, mozzarella. It has 3 cups of mozzarella. Mozzarella, mozzarella, 3 mozzarella. These are 2 bags, or 2 cups in a bag. So I'm going to pour that in there. 2 cups of mozzarella, 3 cups of mozzarella. I'm going to put about half of this bag in here too. And that's why I remembered the mozzarella, because I thought, oh, this is going to be kind of bland, but it's the cheese is going to make it. So I'm going to mix that in. And it also calls for a cup of Italian cheese. So we're going to put that on the top. So now, I don't like that spoon. So let's try a different spoon. Mix that all together. Okay, then we're going to kind of cut these chicken breasts a little bit, make them into smaller pieces. Let's do that. This might be a little more difficult than I anticipated, but that's okay. Just have to bake them a little bit before you put them in the casserole. So I appreciate you guys staying in here this evening and watching. It has been a little bit of a light Saturday from what we normally have had, but that's okay. It's just the joy of cooking and showing everyone some good recipes that can make eating so much better, especially if you're gluten-free. So now this is the 2 pounds of chicken breast that I'm cutting up here. And again, this is, I don't sell Pampered Chef, but if you follow Alexis, she does have these great knives that are wonderful for cutting. So if you need some good knives, check out Pampered Chef and Alexa. Alrighty, on the last one, guys. Your patience is wonderful. I probably should have had this done prepped before you came on, but I didn't because it's been that kind of a day. But again, I'm going out this evening with a good friend of mine and celebrating her birthday. So I'll be able to relax here in a little while. All right, so I'm going to pop this into, burn my fingers off. Let's just put all this in here. Oops, lost a piece. That's okay. So then we're just going to mix the chicken in with this, guys. And combine all your ingredients. Then what we're going to do is we're going to throw a cup of, you know what? I think I'm going to put a little bit more mozzarella in this. Just to give it a little bit more mozzarella taste to it. This makes a huge casserole too. Look at that. Oh, this is a good song. Good song. So get your chicken all in there. Okay, then we're going to put that aside. Clean up my mess a little bit. And I'm going to throw some Italian over the top of this. A little bit of Italian style cheese. So this is a very, very cheesy. Okay. All right. So I'm ready to pop this into the oven. And it's going to be in there probably for about 40 to 50 minutes. But with our other recipe, it'll be probably about finished by the time I'm done with that. What time we got? We got 4:30 almost. So let's put this in the oven. Okay, let me come back to you guys for a minute. My nose is running, so. All right, I'm going to try and see your comments. I got two of you still hanging in there. Let's see, agreed. Let's go back up here. Great. So you guys have been just kind of chatting between yourselves. That's wonderful. Again, I can't really see the wording. I'm going to have to, I've said this before, I tried to work it out so that the computer and everything is on the same wavelength as I am. So, but it's all good. We're all good. So, okay, I am going to kind of clean this up a little bit. And then let's try this sticky toffee pudding recipe real quick. Did I season the chicken before? Yes, I did, Brenda. I seasoned it a little bit with the onion powder and some garlic powder, salt and pepper if you want that. And then you put it in the oven for 20 minutes. And then when that comes out, just slice it up and put it in your casserole. So again, if you're gluten-free, this is a terrific recipe for that. I hope you copy this. Yeah, you're welcome, Brenda. And again, sorry, I'm missing your comments, guys. If you want the recipe, it's in Pinterest. Oh, I'm going to show you these blackberries I got today, too. Look how huge these guys are. Oh, so good. And the blackberries aren't even in my recipe, so. Anyway, we're going to move on to the toffee. Um, this became one of my favorite things when I was visiting England back in 2018. I don't know if you guys remember Dale and Rachel, but I went to Dale's house one night and he did a British fed me all kinds of British foods. Yeah, and yeah, Brenda, don't you remember Dale? And so, um, with all of those things he fixed was sticky toffee pudding, and I love it. And I had it like twice or three times the last time I was in the UK. But now I can have a recipe for gluten-free sticky toffee, Melanie. So this is a really good recipe, and I'll send it to you as well if you want me to. I can text it to you. Yes, Manchester Dale. How long in the oven for the chicken? 50 minutes. This right here, um, okay. This one, the little ramekin things, I'm going to put them in muffin cups. They might have to bake a little bit before I take those out. So this might run a little bit longer. So if you guys have stuff to do, I understand that. So let's get moving so we can get this done, okay? Um, in the meantime, I have been soaking the ouch. I've been soaking the dates in hot water, and it's still really hot. So I'm going to put those in a sieve. And oh, look, I burnt my finger. Look. Anyway, um, let's see here. My oven's preheated. I've greased my little wells. I'm going to put it in. And so what we're going to do, we've got some gluten-free powder or gluten-free flour. So, and it calls for 1 cup of gluten-free flour. If I can find it. And this is just Pillsbury. Put it under cold water. That's a good idea. Let me stick it under cold water. Gluten-free flour. And I've never used gluten-free flour before. So this is actually a cool day to be starting some things, guys. So a very cool day to be trying some new things. So I appreciate that. And thanks for suggesting this, Melanie, because this is kind of fun trying some new and different things. Okay, so let me point you back down here and see if I can get you down here okay. All right. I think that's okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing, let's see here. It's supposed to tear. But you know what? That's what scissors are for. So let's do that. Okay, so this calls for 1 cup of the gluten-free gluten-free. I want to keep saying gluten-free powder, and it's not gluten-free powder. It's gluten-free flour. Oh wait, there's something in my. Oh, it's on the bottom. So we're going to put that in here. 1 cup. Whoop. Alrighty, kind of eyeballed it. And then we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Let me get that. Baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I think 1 teaspoon. I'm buying some Queen. Okay. And then 1 teaspoon of salt, or half teaspoon of salt, I'm sorry. So a half teaspoon of salt in that. And let's see here. My butter there. Also let's see, 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg, which I didn't pull out yet. Hang on, guys. I think I might have it here. I'm going to use some allspice instead of nutmeg. So that calls for 1/8 teaspoon. I'm going to kind of eye that a little bit. Just a very little bit. And also calls for 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Speedy recipe. I'm going to kind of eye that. I do a lot of eyeing. Oh, that's good. And let's see here. 4 tablespoons of softened butter. We're going to throw that in there. It's a little less than 4, but that's okay. And 2 large eggs. And we still have our eggs here. The eggs. Eggs. Oh, there they are. 2 large eggs. Alrighty. My mother used to eye everything. She never really did anything by you know, perfect measurements. She always just kind of threw in this and that and the other, and it always worked out. Okay, so we're making what else? It looks like it needs something a little more liquidy in here. What am I missing? Okay. Okay, we put the date mixture in here too. That's where we're going to do the dates. So let me pour the water off of these. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is brown sugar and hand mixer. Okay, we're going to use a hand mixer on this. So it's coming together, but I think the hand mixer is going to work really well with that. Okay, let's do that. Okay. This is probably a good recipe to try first before you do it online. So, because I'm half reading the, I think you can still hear me. Okay, I'm going to pour the dates in, which are really kind of gross looking, but that's okay. Okay. Which really kind of, that's my liquidy there. So, okay. Let's pull this over here. I doubt that it'll fill all these wells. I doubt that's going to fill all those wells, but that's okay. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to divide this evenly, and we're going to just kind of use a little bit of a, let me see if I have my cookie dough. There we go. I have a bigger one than that. My small one. There's my big one. Okay. So we're going to kind of divide these up into our little wells here. So this was kind of a bigger project to take on than I probably should have, but I really wanted to try this recipe and I really wanted you guys to see it. So, and again, with the gluten-free, I think for those of you who want to try and go gluten-free, it's going to be a great recipe for holidays or, you know, thereabouts, even Easter or whenever you want to have a nice dessert. So now these will go in the oven for about 20 minutes. So let's pop those in the oven for about 20 minutes. Whew. Okay. And then when those are done, you can just put pull this back up here. Sorry. Oops. Are y'all still there? Looks amazing. Oh, thanks. And thanks for your patience with me. I can't see the comments today, but you guys can listen to me, and you know I'm thinking about you, and you know I'm listening to kind of what you're saying. I know what you're saying, so maybe. Anyway, so these are going to turn into like a little cake-like. Okay, meanwhile, while those are in the oven baking, we are going to melt some butter, and this is going to be our drizzle that goes over the top. How were all the strawberries this month? You know, the strawberries lasted a long time. Your little strawberry head, nobody wanted to eat it, Aiden. it got kind of like, you know, a little bit mushy. So finally, one day I looked in and it was gone. Somebody ate it. So somebody did finally eat your little strawberry head. You're still here. You should. Good. Thanks, Melanie. I appreciate that. Like I said, sometimes this can go on and be a little bit rambling, but I appreciate you guys. I really do. Just like you, Aiden. Okay, let's see here. Melt the butter over. Okay, so we have 1 stick of butter. We're going to melt, okay? Let's see. Let's put some butter in the microwave and get that started. And again, this is going to be the drizzle. I'm going to point this down here a little bit. This is going to be the drizzle that goes over the little toffee cakes. I'm so excited about sticky toffee pudding. I'm going to break that in half. There we go. Stick it in the microwave. All right, so while that's there, we're going to use, I'm going to use the same bowl I had my dates in, and we're going to put a cup of packed light brown sugar, 1 cup of packed light brown sugar. This is for your drizzle. Okay. And 2/3 cup of heavy cream. Two-thirds cup of heavy cream. Let's get that. Where did heavy cream go? There it is. And guys, I use these dates. These are the medjool. I think that's how you pronounce it. Medjool dates. These are wonderful dates for sticky toffee pudding. I used these the last time, but they're so delicious. And I love to eat fresh dates. They're delicious, but they are high in carbohydrates. They're about 33 grams for 2 or 3 dates. So maybe one. So those are the medjool dates I used. Okay, so now we want to put 2/3 cup of heavy whipping cream in here. And let me get this open. Thanks for hanging with me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. 2/3 cup. There we go. Put that in there. And we've got 1 stick of butter. Okay. 1 stick of butter in there. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just going to sprinkle some on my hand. Looks good. And we're going to be using some, it's called Madagascar vanilla extract. Now it's asking for a tablespoon of Madagascar bourbon pure vanilla bean paste. I have no idea what that is. You guys might, since you are British, but I have no idea what that is. So I'm just going to use the Madagascar flavoring. Okay, and that's calling for a tablespoon. So let's do, whoops. Good enough. Okay. I am making a huge mess here. All right, so we're going to whisk this. Whisk it all together. And this is going to, we're going to put this on the stove for about 3 minutes and cook it until it's thick. So that'll give us a chance to I have to touch everything just to make sure that it's not going to burn my fingers off again. All right, so we're going to pour this in here. And then I'm going to grab the phone and just chat with you guys a little bit while that's melting. So, okay, let me catch up on your comments a little bit while this is doing this. Okay, hi Rix. Would use Bailey's, of course, instead. Bailey's would be very good in this. Bailey's would be very good. Can you guys see that? This is the best part. This is going to be, that's a great idea, Rix. I might try Bailey's in this the next time, actually. Let's see here. More than from Boston, yeah. Brenda from USA. So not much accent. Nope. Nope. I don't have much of an accent. So this is basically, you were really supposed to add the cream as you were whisking it. What we're going to do with this, though, it's going to get, let me turn this around for you. Let me see here. Flip. Okay, here we go. Let me read your comments while that. What backfired on Rick? The pod paste is expensive. Have you ever used that pod paste? I guess you have, Aiden. Oh, thanks, Melanie. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys so much. I am pretty normal. I'm a pretty normal person, Rix. I'll tell you. I love to cook, and oh, thank you. You know what these earrings are, Melanie? They are called. Oops, sorry. Let me turn that around again. The earrings are called chainmail, and these were made from like the knights in shining armor. These are the little tags that made up his armor, and these were bought at the festival down in. Thank you, Rix. These were bought down in oh, what's the name of that festival? It is like a dragon festival or something down around Cincinnati, Ohio. So, but they're called chainmail. Isn't that cool? Okay, this is gonna get thick here in a little bit. Okay, guys. And I promise you I won't keep you that much longer. We are at 4:48 right now. So pretty soon we're going to take these cakes out. Let's see. We're going to take these cakes out and pour the warm sauce and drizzle the cream over there. Now, they might have to cool a little bit. Let's pull this out and see how everything's doing. Here's the casserole, which is doing quite well. Hubba hubba. Thanks, Aiden. And that'll be done in a few minutes. And then here, you can see these are starting to kind of they're starting to kind of set up a little bit here too. So those should be done in a little bit as well. So we're moving. Ugh. We are moving along. So what does everybody have planned for the rest of the weekend? Anybody doing anything fun or getting out of the house or turn that a little higher? Like I said, tonight I have a good friend of mine who celebrated her birthday in a good friend who celebrated her birthday while I was in the UK the last time, and decided to take her out tonight. So no one in the next hour, so take a few extra minutes. Oh, okay, great, Rix. Thank you. Sleeping late tomorrow. Sunday's always crazy busy. Yeah. I think tomorrow is going to be a lazy day for me. I've been working on a painting for a friend of mine, and going to get that ready to go for her. So, but it's been a good weekend. It's really been nice and quiet, but unfortunately, here soon, I think I've told you guys before, I'm going to have surgery on my knee. So that's going to be coming up sooner than later, I think, because I'm having a lot of trouble with it. So thanks, Aiden. Can you see them? And they match everything I have. But I think you heard me say they're called chain mail, Aiden, and they're made from the armor, the armor of a uniform. I think it's yes, it is a knee replacement. So thank you. It's going to take a while. I'll probably be off work about 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm not looking forward to that because I'm not one to take off work, and I hate missing work. I think my fear is somebody's going to swoop in and take my job if I'm not there. But I've been there 17 years, so I don't think that's going to happen. Look, guys, it's starting to boil, and it's going to get thicker here in a little bit. Oops. And again, this is going to be the drizzle turn that off. Your friend had 2 knees done at the same time? No, turn off. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh. Your friend had 2 knees done, but she said it was the best thing she's ever done. I like to hear that. I really do. Oh, my kitchen's going to need really cleaned up. No separately. What's that mean? Separately? Oh, separately. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm going to do mine separately, Melanie. Not the same time. Oh, wouldn't that be awful to do both at the same time? Thicker. So let's check these. Let's check these again. I'm going to get something to kind of, I think that's going to work. I think if I just touch the top of them. Woo! Oh, they're coming along, but just maybe a couple more minutes. Just a couple more minutes. And then we'll take those out. I know you guys get the gist of it, but I want you to see these when they're done. So let's see. She was riding a bike. What did I do with my thing? She was riding a bike after 6 weeks. Oh my gosh, that's great. Thanks for the smiley faces, Aiden. I hope I'm entertaining you. I'm going to turn that up just a little bit. Well, I hope to be, again, I'm planning on coming back to the UK in July. So I'm really hoping to be walking pretty good by July. And I heal pretty quickly. And I think once I get this knee done, how old was your friend? Can I ask? Yeah, woohoo! I really hope I get up and see you this time, Aiden. Can I ask how old you're? Oh, she was 65. Okay. Well, I've always had trouble with my knees, but I've also done a lot of walking in the past 4 years. So that might have something to contribute to why they are the way they are. So anyway, I'm going to walk you over here real quick and show you my patio and my kind of how drizzly is it. See, there's our Christmas tree. There's our Christmas tree. My son's going to take it and chop it apart here soon. So we could have a meetup in July. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great, Aiden. Let me get back to you on that. That sounds like fun. But that's my backyard, and it's really needing some TLC right now because of the cold weather and stuff. So, but yeah. But soon we'll get this tree chopped up into some good firewood. So, oh, and there's a picture of when I was in London in 2018. That is the tower, the Tower of London. Oh, thanks, Rix. You like the natural look of the trees out there and the dead flowers and stuff? I'm just giving you a hard time. Anyway, okay, let's turn this around again. Or let's see how these are doing. And I might just pull one out and just take a chance, and because they should. I don't know. They might need a little bit longer. Let me see. They feel, yeah, I think they need a little bit longer. but they're very moist. But I don't want to keep you guys any longer, so I'm going to try. Hang on a second. It's sunny, 10 degrees, 10, oh, 10, okay, 50, okay, gotcha. 10 Celsius there. All right, guys, we're going to do this. Let's Celsius Fahrenheit, right? I couldn't think of the word, Rick. Couldn't think of that word. Okay, so I'm going to cheat here, all right? And I'm going to kind of dig this one out, even though it's not really that done. And I'm going to pop it right there. They are getting done on the bottom. So, oh, let's do another one here. Because guess who's going to eat this after it's done? Ha! Me. Uh-oh, that one's not so good. It's still kind of juicy inside, but that's okay. Okay, folks, sticky toffee pudding here. Gluten-free sticky toffee pudding. I'm going to put the rest of those back in there. Let me give you a look. There's how our, that is how our, that's how our casserole's doing. It's going to be a little bit longer, but it's going to be really good for dinner tonight. And folks, we are gluten-free tonight. How about that? So let's do this. And I'm going to drizzle. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of this over the top of it. And then I'm going to turn you around. Look how great that looks. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me flip you. And I'm going to try this. Ice cream. You know, I do have ice cream. I have ice cream in the freezer. Now that you've reminded me, Aiden, I'm going to go get some ice cream and put on this. Okay, I'm going to tell you how this tastes because it's got the gluten-free powder flour in it. Oh my God. That is so, so good. Highly recommend. Thank you for the stars. This is so good. And I think with the little cupcakes, when they stay together, guys, it's going to look a lot prettier. And like Aiden said, you can put, hang on a second. You can put ice cream on this. You could put like a Cool Whip on it. So good. So good. Okay, guys, it's 5 o'clock and I've got to go. So thanks for hanging in there with me. I'm surprised that only took an hour. Yay. And I will catch up with you soon. You're welcome. Aiden, thanks for putting this all together. Come on over, Melanie. Thank you so much. And thanks for your patience with all this. And thanks so much, Rix. Good to see you. Thank you. Great broadcast. I appreciate that. You're going into heckle now. Okay. All right, guys. Take care. Love you guys very much. And we will see you all next month. Okay. Take care. Bye. Mwah.